Hi, it's Alaska Granny. What are the 5 best flashlights for preppers, for emergencies? Well, I'm going to share with you the ones that I think are most important to me. I'm the type of prepper that I want to have everything that I need, but I'm not the type of survivalist that I must have the most expensive state-of-the-art gear. Most of us can't afford to do that type of prepping, and it isn't always necessary. The most expensive thing isn't always what you need. The first flashlight that I think is important is a USB rechargeable flashlight. They're very small, they're very sturdy, and they can go with you anywhere. You can pick them up for very few dollars. You can keep them in your bug-out bag, next to your bed, in your car. You can give them to your children. These small USB rechargeable flashlights are not only extremely handy, they're sturdy and they're very bright. It has a very bright setting, it has a dim setting, it has a flash and an off. So it's versatile for just that purpose. The lens cap is adjustable because you can zoom it from wide down to a pinpoint light, and you can do all kinds in between by sliding it up and back. Unscrew the base and there's a USB port that allows you to recharge it just about anywhere. Screw it back on and your port is protected from the weather getting bumped. It has a cord that's very sturdy. You can hook it on your wrist, you can attach it to your bug-out bag, hang it from the strap of your purse so that you have it handy if you're walking at night or you're looking for something you dropped down in your car or in a restaurant. This is my favorite flashlight and I have been very pleased. I've had several of them for several years and they've all continued to be top-notch and to continue to perform as I would have expected. The next must-have flashlight, in my opinion, is a headlamp. A headlamp is extremely versatile because if you're out in the dark or your power is out and you need to complete tasks such as cooking or pitching your tent or hiking and finding your way, you can put this around your head. You can adjust it so that it points the direction that you want. Press the button and it has different settings. It has a bright, a dim, a red. I made a video about why you might want a red light for camping and emergencies, and I'll put a link to that video so that you can see more about that. It also has a flashing red, which is great for emergency situations. If you need your hands free for any kind of a task, then you need a headlamp as part of your emergency flashlight collection. The next most important flashlight that I think is good for prepping and for survival is an Eaton Scorpion. Not only is it a flashlight, but it's a radio. The Eaton Scorpion has a wind-up feature so you can crank it up if you need to. It has a built-in solar panel to charge it up. It also has a USB port so that you can charge up your cell phone or other electronics you may have that fit that standard size. It has a carabiner clip to attach it to your gear and a very nice feature of an AM/FM emergency radio. The Eaton Scorpion is, in my opinion, a must-have for not only an emergency flashlight, but also for emergency communication because of the features of the radio. The next must-have flashlight is actually a little flashlight lantern. I found this one, it's by Subos, but there are others that are like it. When you open the box, the rechargeable lantern has 5 included batteries. It has a USB cord, S-clamp carabiner. The Subos LED lantern has 4 settings. It has a very bright white, a regular white, a red, and a flashing red. The bright white lasts for 11 hours and gives off 185 lumens. It's enough to light up your cabin or your tent, and you could even read by it. The regular white light lasts for 15 hours and gives 60 lumens, and the red light will last 19 hours. Look at the Subos. You can see on the front there's a button which also works to tell you when it's charged it'll be blue, and when it's charging it'll be red. When you're using it, if it turns to red, it means you need to charge it up. If you look on the back, there's the flip open spot for the USB cord. You can see you can use both ends of your USB cord, plug the small end of your cord in, and the other end of the cord into your computer, into a wall socket adapter, and also charge it up from a solar charger. I have a solar panel by Anchor, and I can set this out in the sun, plug it in. It's hard to see, but the little red light is on, indicating that it's charging. I haven't activated any of the batteries yet, so you can see I can still use it when I plug it into an external power source, which makes this extra convenient in all kinds of situations. It's convenient to know that if you have the little external battery banks, you can plug this in even if all the batteries are missing or have been used up. You can still use your USB rechargeable lantern with the extra battery pack. Then you can turn the cord around, plug in your phone. You can use the power bank stored within your lantern to charge up your phone. In a lot of emergency situations, the first utility that comes back online is the cell phones, because all of the emergency personnel need to use that as well. If you turn it over, you can see there's an arrow sticker on the base. Twist this off, you can see where the 2 rechargeable batteries are. The 2 rechargeable batteries, the number on them is 18650. Then if you look at the top of it unscrews, and you can see that's where 3 AA batteries are. All the batteries are already included in this bright lantern. You can see that it comes already charged up, ready to go. You don't use the on-off switch on the front. You can pick it up, and then all you have to do is lift the lid up, and it comes on with the bright light. The next flashlight I think everyone should have are these little lights that look like a light switch. They are incredibly handy, and most of us have, say, a power outage at home. So if you walk into the room and you go to flip the switch and it doesn't work, you can have this next to your switch and flip it up, and you still have a light switch in your room. I put some of these battery operated light switches in dark closets. I put one with my gun safe. I hung it on the side of my refrigerator because they also have magnets in them. And then if you're in the kitchen and the power goes off, you can reach around and flip it on. I also used one of these to make a dome light in my Jeep because it's so old it didn't have a dome light, and I fastened one of these up in there, and now it works great. These are so versatile, it's unbelievable. You can put them anywhere around in your home or with your camping gear. Mount them with Velcro. You can hang them on a hook or a nail. And they're also magnetic, so you could place them like next to your refrigerator, on your toolbox, on your gun safe, and in your car. And these are going to be there for you whenever you need a light in an emergency. These are my 5 top choices for flashlights that I want to have for emergencies, for prepping, and just everyday use, whether you're out camping, you're hunting, you're going to be doing any off-grid living, or your power goes out at home. These are all very handy, very useful in a multitude of situations. Leave me a comment on what's your favorite flashlight and why you think so. And if you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think would like it. Learn more at alaskagranny.com, and please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.